Everyone's Jackel Wolf back in Oceanblock by Feed the Beast with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. If you've been following along, you know that last episode we went over all the different world types in Oceanblock, or at least the 7 starting world types that are available in the version right now. Now, I've got a feeling that they'll be adding more world types in the future, and we'll do our best to stay on top of that. But for this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to get into this mod pack proper. So if we open up our quest book, we can see our very first quest here is getting wood chop chop. So that is very simple. Now I'm starting in the cottage world type. I really liked it when we visited it. There's a lot of stuff in here that's going to help me from a tutorial point of view. That's not really going to make a difference to the quest book. We're still going to do everything in the quest book and a few other things, outside of the quest book as well. But for the most part, having a good source of food for me will, go a long ways, means I can focus on the actual quests rather than having to, make food for myself and, do a whole bunch of other stuff like that. So here we go. Here's our tree on our island. We're going to go chop, chop, chop. Now, we do not have vein miner in this pack, but along the quest line, there is a trinket that we're going to be able to get that will allow us to do vein mining. But we got to do a couple of things before we get that far in the pack. So here we go. We've got enough wood. Let's get the rest of this tree. There we go. And we got a sapling there. We got a couple of saplings. Didn't get any apples, but like I said, it's okay. We got a good food source there. We're going to plant that one down. If you need more wood right away, we've got the little twerk mod in here. I don't actually know what the mod is called, but if you crouch up and down, or if you run around a sapling, as well as potentially some other growing items. I don't believe it works with stuff like wheat. Yeah, so it doesn't work on things like wheat, but it may work on things like cactus or kelp or things like that. I've seen that in other packs. I haven't had a chance to test it in this pack. But for right now, if you need to get wood really quickly, sapling, twerk. Now, we did get that quest. Let's go open up that book. Getting wood, chop, chop. We get 8 apples and then a random reward. Now, because this is a tutorial series, I am probably not going to be using these random rewards, but they are a good chance of getting something really good that can help you out in the future, or stuff that can actually help you out right now. So we're going to click that random reward, and we got a small crate. So actually, this is something I will use because, okay, here's something we were talking about it last episode. I can't look at it directly because it disappears. This world type does have those little floating islands on it. So we weren't too sure if it was just that one world type. I think that was the easy start world type, but there are a lot of stuff here. Now, I'm probably not going to do a lot of exploring, certainly not right off the bat, because again, the random rewards are going to kind of take away from the whole tutorial part of this. But extra storage, that's going to come in handy. Well, mind you, we got a ton of storage in this pack here. We're going to put that one right there for now. So next up for this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the basic tools. Now, these are the Tinker's tools for this pack. We're going to need 3 patterns. We're going to need a Tinker station. We're going to need to craft any basic Tinker's tool, and then we're going to need a part builder. Now, to make all of these, we're going to need ourselves a crafting table. So that is just our vanilla 4 planks in a 2x2 crafting area, gets us our crafting table. Now, I'm a very big fan of the Tinker's tables, the Tinker's crafting tables. To make a Tinker's crafting tables, we are first going to need some sticks. If we take those sticks, spread them out diagonally in our 2x2 crafting table, and then take an equal amount of planks in our 2x2 crafting table, that gets us a pattern. We actually need 3 patterns for this quest anyways, so we're going to take those 3, and I'm going to make another 3 because we're going to use one right away. Take that crafting table, put it in our crafting table, put a blank pattern on top of it. That gets us our crafting station. Now, the thing I like about the Tinker's crafting stations is we can place them down. I can throw items in them, and I can sort of preset up future tutorials and stuff like that. So I am a very big fan of the Tinker's tables just because of the fact that it makes it very easy for me to set up tutorials. Now, what we want to do now is build ourselves a Tinker station and a part builder. Now, a Tinker station is very simple. It is the 4 oak planks and 3 patterns. That gets us a Tinker station. A part builder is 2 planks and 2 patterns. That gets us the part builder. Now, I've actually used up all of my wood, so I'm going to go grab a little bit more. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the part builder, and then we're going to take the tinker station and place them in our world. Now, the last part of this quest, I'm going to try to do it before it gets too dark, is we got to craft any basic tinker's tool. Now, we're going to do a lot of wood chopping, so I think our best bet is to craft ourselves a tinker's axe. If we go to the tinker station, you can see we've got a couple of different tinker's items that we can make. We're going to go click on the axe. This gives us the recipe. Now, you can make these axes out of a large variety of items. Right now, we're kind of limited into what we can make in our part builder, which is basically be wood and stone. In the future, we're going to be able to make much more complicated tool parts. That's going to give us much better buffs and things like that off of our tool. But to start, making a simple wooden one is definitely not going to hurt. So what we need to do is we need to go to our part builder, and we need to build ourselves a axe head, a binding, and a tool shaft. We'll go to our part builder, and I need to actually make some more of those blank patterns. So if we take blank patterns, put them into the part builder, we get all the different parts that we can make from the part builder. Next up, we need to fill it with some sort of resource to make these parts out of. So simplest is going to be wood. I'll put those oak planks in there. Now, we said we needed a small axe head. We needed a tool binding, and then we needed a tool handle. So we're going to take these three items. We're going to come over to our tinker station. We're going to select the axe. We're going to put the axe head, the binding, and the shaft. There you go. We've got ourselves a wooden tinker's hand axe. Now, this is really good. It is an upgradable weapon. If we make a better part in the future, we can add it to it. There are also a bunch of buffs and upgrades that we can add to these as well. So whatever you build now, you can certainly make it much better later. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to our quest book. There you go. We've got our 4 tasks. We've got a reward. We got 16 patterns and then a part chest. Now, a part chest is really cool item to have. What we can do is attach it to our tinker's tables. I didn't mention this earlier, but any of the tinker's items, like the tinker's building stuff that you have attached together, if you go into one, you can actually flip between them up at the top. So it keeps you from having to go out and go back into another one. Now, if we had 2 of the same parts, it would kind of break the system because it wouldn't know which one that you want to attach together. But when you've only got one of each, things work really well. A part builder is basically a part chest is basically a chest that we can go and place parts into. So you got to do it manually. You can't do it through the tab. But later on in the future, now we can go add different parts to this part chest. So it won't take anything that is not a part. But if we went and build, say, another binding and say, oh, you know what? I didn't need that. I got something better. But I'll save that one for later. We'll go throw it in that part chest. So it's there in the future if you need, to make something like that. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. That's the very first 2 quests for Oceanblock. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys will be enjoying this series. As we go along, we're definitely going to be getting to more and more complicated things. So I am really looking forward to this. Also, make sure you check out my Ocean Run series. This is me basically doing a blind playthrough of this. I am having a ton of fun with this pack. I really hope you guys have fun with this one as well. So if you guys are enjoying this video, though, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at Jackel Wolf. Also, check out the description below. There'll be a link to my Discord page. I would love it if you guys stop by to say hi, as well to be a link to my Patreon page. If you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy this content you want to support, stop by, check it out. There are a lot of great perks out there for all of my supporters. But that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.